Chat, hello. We're ready to play My Fantastic Ranch, which, by the way, pointing over here at the horse, you can really tell, or it really looks like it at least, that they were inspired by the way the older, more 80s, 90s My Little Ponies look, rather than the more recent modern day variations. We go into play. We go in for our first game save file. We've got 2 game modes here. The Dreamer is basically a sandbox mode, so we're going to go ahead and enter into normal. Do I want to play this mode? Yeah, I do. And Archon, hi, hello! Look at his little smile.
Oh, there you are. I've been expecting you. I'm Fairy Teller, a fairy and your personal assistant.
I like how her hair looks like crystals and it ends in a little bell. However, I'm actually...
The kingdom has asked me
Oh.
to teach you all the secrets of managing a ranch.
Can I not open up the settings here? Oh, right. We'll just go ahead and listen to her for a minute.
I'm sure you'll do really well. Don't worry, I'm here to help you.
I don't really need the help,
But I bet
fairy
you
lady,
can't
but...
wait to learn one thing, how to start building your ranch. So, let's get going.
Do I have
You need
to?
to build a tack room.
Alright. Now watch what I can do. I'm gonna skip the tutorial. Because I'm a cheater. I'm a speedrunner. It's pretty straightforward. It's not very complicated. We've got this tiny tack room, which affects how many creatures I can have out here. So I'm going to go ahead and just build 2 of them right next to each other. And then we are going to put down little stables, little tiny baby stables. See, look at that. Each one will hold 1 animal in it. So while we have the tack rooms that will allow us to have a certain number of animals, you actually have to have another little area where those animals can, you know, live and sleep and the like. Next, we want to build up over here a little staff office. We're gonna throw it right in between these flowers, I think. Right there. That way we have somewhere for our workers to hang out. And then we will also build this snack barn over here. A place where our horses and dragons, or unicorn. Do I need to be more precise in saying unicorns? Unicorns will be eating. And then we will want a walk-in park enclosure where the horses and dragons will also be able to eat and hang out. Flip that around so it faces them, like so. And then we are also going to be able to give these horses and dragons, we'll be able to have lessons with them, with some random people that will be visiting. So we need this dressage arena. And we will place it down over here a little bit separate from where the horses live and hang out. Or unicorns and dragons, that is. Are dragons equine? Apparently equine enough. They've got 4 legs. They walk around on them. You can ride on them. They're basically just horses with scales on them and wings. Think of Pegasus, right? We're going to also hire now some staff people. You can note how they have little icons right here. They're little badges, which will indicate extra little traits for each of our people. So we have 2 that like or are good at doing feeding and so on. And we've got 1 person that's good at cleaning. So we will go ahead then and take Dorian. And then we will take Hannah. And then we will leave Dawson, unhired and abandoned over here. So we got unicorns, dragons, portals, giant crystals, but all that magic wasn't enough to get rid of manual labor, huh? Nope, because that's cheap. We don't pay them very well. Does this person have a little bow on the back of their head? Oh, that's so cute. Adorable. What happens when our crystals run out of power? I don't like the face slime is making when they're asking that question. But here's the second part. You can see that we've got with our different stables. As we click on them, we can select different dragons and unicorns. With the little selection window, these are our options starting out. We've got Army, we've got Chipperdon, and we've got Morbus Cliff. They also have different elements associated with them here, and I'm not quite sure what they do yet. But I imagine it's going to affect something at some point. But yeah, I opt for Morbus. It's Morbin time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then I'm going to buy Chipperdon. That way we can have a unicorn and a dragon. They're here now. Need another horse, Joe. Quick, she's packing her things right now.
I want the Morbus. Little man, I'll name him Lil Morb.
Emmy, thank you for the bits. We call him a Little Morb. Look at that. He's happy. Look at his little happy eyes over here. He just growled too. Wow. Oh. I thought this was a train. It's a bunch of barns. It's funny because now the fact you comment about, I thought this was a train. Honestly, the silhouette shaping of it, kind of a hump in the front, skinny in the middle, big at the end. It does make it look a little bit like a train. We built our dressage arena. We don't need to build anything else right now. We click on it. We select one of the people to be a trainer teacher. And then we can make little pairs. You can see it has find the best duos for this lesson, which right now is essentially just grab them based upon person likes a dragon. This is a dragon. We pair them together as a duo. Voila. Next, Chipperdon, unicorn on the right. We then want to pair it with someone else who likes unicorns, which is apparently everyone remaining. So I'm going to be biased and say, hey, I like your orange hair. I pick you. Oh no, look at Lily over here. She's angry. Why didn't I get to ride the unicorn, huh? I'm mad now. The main thing is that when they're super duoed, is that we'll get extra gemstones out of it. We enter. Look at them go. Watch them as they dressage around the arena. You know, basically walking in a circle here. Time to board the Equestrian Express. Yahoo! What was that? What was that? Alright, and then you can see that we've got a little objective task list in the lower left-hand corner here for placing decorative items. So we're going to do that. What is kind of goofy, though, is that over here in our decorative items, is that the path is a 3-star piece. So right now I can't even hook everything nicely up with a little walking path because it's locked right now. So we decorate with relaxing benches. I'm going to place one there and there. That way when anybody's finished with their lesson, they can come out and take a little sit down. We'll give the staff people a little bench to rest at as well. I also just realized that my little fancy staff room destroyed the flowers when I put it down. I thought they would just kind of clip through, to be honest, but no. It just outright destroyed them. I walked over to those flowers and I ripped them right out of the ground as I plopped down a building. Goodbye, nature. It's architecture's time now. We'll put a little bench next to the barn there, too. We only need 2 more decorative items. Let's see. I don't really have much choice here. Does this conifery? Is this supposed to be in play here? Fairy, conifer, and fairy? Also note, too, how the fence post here. None shall pass fence. Yep. Yep. Pretty cool reference joke, right? I'm John. Hello, good morning to you as well. Now we have a target practice arena and a Halo fountain that we can put down. I'm gonna be honest, rather than thinking of Halo as in an angel Halo, I instantly thought of Halo, the video game. Oops. Now let's see. Do I want to put in that next arena already? I mean, I do have a quest here now that's complete target practice lessons, so I suppose so. Target practice arena. Ding. And right there. Put the two arenas next to each other. There's also some other areas that have a broken bridge connected to them. I guess later on, as I advance through different objectives and the like, we'll unlock these little extended areas. Get more places to build and train horses at. And Lawless! Hello! Hi, good morning! Mr. Chief Fountain. Not Master Chief, but Mr. Chief. Why are there so many people with green hair? One of my staff members over here, green hair. Both of these two. This guy, green hair. So I'm looking at them from the back right here because it looks like they're wearing a bandana that is the exact same color as their hair too. This is intentional on your part, is it? Oh, look, were these the people who were taking lessons and they've completed them and now they're skipping away all happy like, wow, what a great day at the ranch! I had such a good time! Remember, to adopt a creature, you need to build a stable first. Wow, thank you, Fairy. I kind of already did that, but you know. Start a lesson with 2 super duos or better? Well, I think I will do that, while it's going to give me some extra points. Oh, look at Max with her little head. We're gonna grab Max and we're gonna pair him up with Morbus. Next, we'll go ahead and take Cody, I think, because I like Cody's bow. Even though they're angry, I don't know if their mood will impact everything or anything significant, or maybe if it will make them happier taking that lesson. I'm not sure. Maybe the dye was on sale. You know, it could be the case. Well, they just all went out and got green dye at the same place and saw that of all the different hair colors they could pick, hey, that one's 50% off. Let's grab that color. When I saw the ranching game, all I could remember was the cursed one sent in the game recommendations at one time. Why can't I remember it? That's not fair. How am I supposed to nod and go, haha, cursed, if I don't even remember it? I have no idea what you're talking about. Andrew shot it. Oh. Well, that explains that one. Andrew shot me. Andrew modded you. You got modded. You got moderated. Oh, the target practice lesson is finished. Well, then we're immediately going to put someone else in here to practice. See, another Morbus, and then you're supered up. So then we want Chipper Dawn to pair. This person, Cody over here, is so happy now. I think they were the one who was grumpy previously. Anyone else super? How about we just go ahead and let Cody go in again? Why not? Get even more practice in. That's a different kind of ranching. I'm concerned. raising creatures for war. That is why they're doing target practice. Why else would they need to train up their magic blasts, Like they both do the same thing. The dragon breathes its fire, but then the unicorn shoots the magic out of its horn. I like how fabulous these unicorns are. Really, the dragons too, to maybe a little bit of a lesser extent, but the amount of eyeliner they've got on, damn, they're really working. What? What? Looks like we have a little problem. Click the icon. Oh, oh no! The scarecrow came to life, and it started hopping around. What?
There are times when you need to step in and help your staff, such as when creatures act silly.
When they act silly, huh? When they run around and start killing people? That kind of silly? A couple of silly pillies.
Oh, but don't panic. You don't have to step in immediately. Be on the lookout and you'll do just fine.
I look nervously at the scarecrow now. I look nervously at the people riding on our creatures. I hope they don't go silly on them. I hope none of the visiting people go silly on me either. Next thing you know, they will be demanding things like health and safety committees and workers' rights. Blah. And then we'll just fire them. Hire somebody else. And I got an apple spice coffee because it sounded weird. It's fucking with my head. Like, the thought of it is messing with you now? Or you thought it was going to be weird and now you're sampling it and it's actually good? Or what was the case exactly? The taste is weird? The taste is fucking with your head? Like there's something not right going on there? Earn, did this change? Haven't I already gotten that many gems? Why are you, how do I complete this task? Takes your ponies, Emily, now! They're my ponies. I reap them back from Emily's hands and then I push Emily over and I point at her and say, they are my little ponies. And then I kick sand in her face and then I run away to the other side of the playground. The dragons. Emily can have the dragons. It's the ponies that are mine. And we only have one more lesson over here, so I guess I'll do that one more time. I'm not sure how frequently. I guess we'll do Mickey here. That way we can make Mickey a little bit happier. Start. You will rue this day. Emily, what are you gonna do? Tell the teachers? They're not gonna believe you. I'm the teacher's favorite over here. You're gonna walk over there and tell them that Caco pushed you over and kicked sand in your face, and the teacher will just laugh and say, oh, ha, ha, ha. You guys playing pretend? That's cute. And then the teacher's gonna pat you on the head and then grab your shoulders and turn you around and then push you away too. And then they're gonna walk off and keep sipping on their pumpkin spice latte. I think I might have to refresh the selection to get a new set. I don't know if after a certain period of time it's going to automatically repopulate or if picking this last option would give me a new set of 3, but I don't want re-army. I don't want any armies around here. We refresh the selection. So our new set that we can pick from is Rylor, who I think is pretty much the exact same as re-army. And now they're Rylor. Then we also have Diamond Bright. Hang on. What was our other unicorn? Our other unicorn was a star type. And this new one that's coming is also a star type. I would have really liked to have gotten two different kinds. But it's not what it gave me. I'm gonna get Opanth, which looks like they're a water type, maybe? I like their looking between here, you've got Rylor, and then you've got Opanth, who's got these huge, giant, adorable eyes. You know, kawaii, you could say. I grab them. I'm looking back. I'm gonna tell your mom! Uh-huh. Do you think my mom is going to believe you either? My mom thinks I'm great, and she believes everything I tell her. So if I just say, Emily's lying, don't believe anything she says. She's going to look at you and then call your mom and say, hey, your kid is lying about my kid, you know? I continue hanging out over here, over nearby the swing set, with my little ponies. Big emphasis on my. Does that mean the two star types can kiss and make babies? I wish, because then I could get more babies for free without having to pay 50 gemstones, but, do you think we could crossbreed, though, and get fancy cross variations? Is the unicorn shooting lasers? Yeah. Shooting him out of its unicorn horn, see? Look at that. Now we need to start another lesson. Dorian, I know you just completed down there at the target practice. Why don't you come up here and do a little bit of dressage with the unicorn here? And then Ella, who likes dragons, can get some training. Maybe Morbus could use a little bit of a break. We'll go ahead and pair him up with Opanth. I'm gonna be honest, when I say Opanth, it kind of makes me think of saying O-Pants. Like the pants dragon over here. The dragon needs a little pair of jean shorts to wear. Start a lesson with 2 super duos or better. Man, they keep giving me a lot of these random miscellaneous missions to complete. Well, I just start up the lesson up there, but I can't have 2 at a time because I don't have enough creatures. Let me roll back over here, and we're going to refresh the selection again. I've still got the gemstones for it. We refresh. Okay, this time we've got Kimbervine. I love Kindervine. Look at their little short mohawk hairstyle. We've also got Dash Petal. Their mane is like a big leaf. They're also the same type of unicorn. They're both leaf unicorns, so I don't think I want both of them. I only want one. Get Dash, please. But look at Kimber. Kimber also has a great color scheme going on with this blue and pink. But it is true, Dash Petal is very fall colors. All right. I'll take that argument because we're technically still in fall in real life, right? It's still autumn times. It's fitting. I do like rock as well, but as a rock-type dragon, we have already got one of them, and we've already got 2 dragons, so we're going to go ahead and grab Dash Petal over here. And get a level up! And we've got some cozy dorms unlocked.
Congratulations! You've just unlocked the dorms.
I did. That's right, Fairy. I made that observation too.
Students can pay to enroll and stay at the ranch for several weeks.
Oh, so I could get more money from them.
An enrollment request will appear on your screen when a student wants to enroll. But be aware, places are limited.
I mean, yeah, if we get a bunch of dorms, there's only so many dorms in there. Now, Welly, I know you're pointing and saying, doesn't enroll have 2 L's? The British spelling of enroll does not. American English, it does. British English, it does not. They only have one L. Go ahead and Google it. You can look over and say, what the heck is up with the spelling? But if you Google enroll versus enroll, you'll find out that both are accurate.
Enrolled students are allowed to enter tournaments.
Oh, hell yeah. We could start entering some competitions and then have our ponies beat down the other ponies from other schools? Yes. Yes! But then she has 2 L's there. Maybe it's an exception. You know, when you add an ED, then you have 2 L's. Because do recall in that last one when she said enrollment, they had 1 L there. Like how they spell color, cooler. Slime. Yes, definitely they spell color as C-O-U-L-L-O-U-R. It's true. There are no rules, just make it up as you go. We do what we want. You mean silly. S-I-L-Y. God damn it.
To enter students in tournaments, you need to build a tournament club, which you can find in the catalogue.
Uh-huh. Well. Also, note how it's still... Now it can haunt you, chat. You can look down here in the lower left-hand corner and note how it says enroll students in your ranch. And it will taunt you, and it will wag its just 1-letter spelling of enroll. And it looks like when creatures are acting silly, we have to explicitly click on them. I thought because the arena was here that we just had to click on the arena in order to get them to stop acting silly, but no, we have to explicitly click on them. Now let's see, we need to get those 2 super duos over here. So there's Morbus, ready to morb, and he's going to do some morbing with Corey, and then we'll take Dash Petal, who I'm going to pair with Cassandra over here, because green hair, green element, super duo. Go work. And now they want us to place some path tiles, and then we also need to build that dorm home, the cozy dorms right here. How about we go ahead and stick it over here nearby the staff offices? Keep the, you know, people over here, creatures over here. Joke's on you, it's just a smudge on mobile. It's too small for me to see what that looks like, so aha! You've been trapped, bamboozled. We'll put 1 dorm for now. Which appears to be the same case as I look up at the top right, how 1 building corresponds to 2 people. Okay, what else did we need? There was that other little fancy building thing that we had to construct. I think it was the festival arena that they were telling me about. Or... at the very least, I don't have it if there was something specific that we needed. Like the simple tournament club right here that they were referring to. Yeah, for entering a staff member, student, and a creature in a tournament, we have to get to 4 stars in order to place that down. So that'll be a little bit later. For now, let's go ahead and just put down some paths. So we're going to start from up here, which looks like we can actually build it inside of these areas where buildings are at. Oh, wait. Nope, that's not the case. Never mind. We can start building it out from right here. There we go. Ding. And then ding. And a ding. I'm not sure if I want a path section right here, because with the little 1 cells in the middle, I wouldn't have enough space to put down, say, a tree in between it. Branch off across here. Then we'll be able to connect up our dorm room, and then here with a staff, and then we can bring a path outward like so, and then up, and then down. And maybe another little path around here to work our way around the, whatever this was called. I don't remember what it was named. Oh well, not my problem. Or is it my problem, seeing as I own this place? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The student asks me for directions now and says, "Excuse me, Caco, can we please find the little walking area? You know, our walk-in park enclosure?" I'm just gonna shrug and say I have no idea what that is. And now I'm kind of looking back at the walk-in park. Is this just supposed to be a general joke on a park that you walk into, you know? Kind of like a drive-in theater, a walk-in park. Because I'm gonna be honest, now after I'm saying it out loud, I couldn't help but one think of Lincoln Park, you know? Not Lincoln Park, but Walk-in Park? It has to be a joke on that as well. Seeing as they have, you know, the none shall pass fence. I'm gonna be real. The Halo fountain is actually discreetly a reference to Halo as well, right? Is that the real thing? Seeing as we have a coniferi. No, it's named after your prestigious donor, Christopher. Fuzzy? Before I thought of the Lincoln Park, I'm going to be honest, I did think of Christopher Walken first. And then Lincoln Park came after, and I said, that one makes more sense. But heck if I didn't go, Christopher Walken! In the first case. Yeah, damn it. Mickey wants to enroll in the ranch. Well, alright, Mickey, sure. Do I just have to choose confirm? Okay. I guess I have to wait for the students to try to enroll, rather than say with the employees where I click and say, hey, do you want to be hired here? They have to come to me. I want to put down 1 billion stables, by the way, so I can just have 1 billion animals. You know, have a huge party. The walk-in park has a stretched JPEG of Chris's face plastered on it. Oh, I wish. Can I save my game and quit and find a mod for that real quick, you think? It's very important. How are you guys doing over here? Yep, I think they're doing good. Oh! Now Corey wants to enroll in the ranch. Hang on, who did we already have? Did they like unicorns? Was Mickey a unicorn lover? Or did they also love dragons? Because I would like to have 2 different types of student here. But if I don't remember, I guess I can always kick them out, right? I should have that option to click on them and fire them, huh? Which actually kind of looks like I don't, because as I'm looking at this right page right here, I don't see any, what's the word for it when you kick students out of school? You just say kick them out. There's also the suspended. What? I don't remember the other word. What? Expel. Thank you. You've spelled it wrong though, Slime. 1 L. Remember, just as enroll has only 1 L, expel has only 1 L. I like to think that enroll is really pronounced as enroll instead of enroll. Are you ready to get some enrollment around here then? We've now enrolled 2 students at our school. Expel. There's a way to spell it. Thank you, Shrek. Archon enrollment. Okay. Ooh. We need a little bit more prestige up here. I am so close to getting 4 stars. We have 1,700 gems. What if we just put down a bunch of... I think it's covering up that. Delighted, thank you for following. Enrollment, as opposed to outrollment. Enroll XD Uwu. Look at the camera. Why is my achievement down here to... What?
What a week!
Oh, we're over now?
Every Sunday, I will send you a report for the past week. It will show what you earned, what you spent, creature happiness, and much more.
Paperwork, essentially. A bunch of reports, printed out reports that we're gonna have to review. She's our tax fairy. Oh no. This entire time she has told us, yeah, I'm here to help you out and run your ranch. When in actuality, she's just been a tax fairy this entire time and has been trying to push us along into business because she just wants our tax money. I think this pixie is faking an accent. No. She's not faking it because she's talking with only one L.
And to think I was teased for wanting to take advanced mathematics at the Magic Academy.
Something about that end laugh after she finished saying that. Our fairy helper here confirmed nerd. Ah, fuck. We got a nerd over here.
But don't worry, you won't need to do a single calculation. Okay, let's take a look at the weekly report.
I also like that she just took a generic advanced mathematics course. Like, what kind of advanced mathematics are we talking here? Because there's a lot of different kinds of advanced math classes. So, are you just all of them? She did them all! She's a collector of advanced mathematics. She has to get everything. By the way, chat, 2 enrollments, 1 L. Right over here, there they are. More just 1 L enrollment. See? I don't know why, but I just had the thought of, what if the fairy had an Aussie accent? We could mute the audio, and we'll have somebody that's Australian from chat go ahead and guest star on the stream, and will only speak whenever the fairy talks. That way they can narrate them for us. She's that one kid in class that went on vacation and came back with a whole new backstory. They typed it with 2 earlier. Wasn't that just in the case when they said enrolled, though? And I don't think that was her saying enrolled, was it? I think that might have been a tutorial box, right? Regardless, here we go. We have spent 3,400 and we've earned 3,500. So we made a whopping 45 gems this week. You can see my profits going up really high. And then they kind of hit a bad point right here where we kind of dropped in what we were making and then increased again. We've made some stars out of lessons. Got more of them out of objectives. Tournaments haven't helped us at all because we can't do those yet, so that checks out. There was our report card. And now we've earned a whopping 15 gems. Yay! I wake up. You didn't know I was asleep, but I'm awake now. I pour sand in your shoes while you're in the sandbox. I innocently am playing over here in the sand. I had my shoes sitting next to the box. That way I wouldn't get sand in them to get them messy or anything. I'm playing with my little ponies. I'm going, nay, 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 nay. And then I turn to leave the sandbox because I'm satisfied now with my sandbox game time. And I walk over and I put in my shoes and then they're filled with sand. Who put sand in my shoes? Oh, it's so uncomfortable now. Oh, I'm grabbing them and dumping the sand down. Oh, no. Who did this? I'm crying. Tears are running down my face. When did this happen? Who did this to me? As Emily lurks from the side, peeking out from behind a bush nearby, giggling sinisterly. Creature happiness is dropping. Oh no, is that what it said in my report card? How do I even access that afterwards? I don't know. Oh well. You can see the time now up here in the top right. I've just noticed it. Am I allowed to get more animals then? Does it reset per week? I'm looking. I will put down a snug... Wait. I can't only put down a snug sable to find out. I also need to put down another little tack. A tiny tack room. Do you think we'll ever get big tacks, chat? Or will we just have tiny tacks forever? Oh, jeez. I don't know why I want to keep hitting escape to open up my book afterwards. Now let me say snug sable. Stable, I mean. Let me turn and make sure we're placing this in the right spot. Rotate. And then stable, 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 stable. There, all nicely lined up with each other. I think my rage with the English language in general is coming out on this poor cute game. Let's hope they don't get into metric versus empirical. We sweat nervously. I would imagine if this game is more based upon British variations here, that we will end up with metric units. There's a good chance the sand contains cat poo too. I'm a kid. I don't care about that. That's not my concern. I'm not worried. Gotta get them back by putting a rock under the insert of their shoes. That's sinister. That's really devious. I once had a truck that was made in America, assembled in Canada, and it had both metric and imperial bolts and stuff. And like a mix, it was the most cursed thing. I wonder if that's a result of having different parts on the truck that would, you know, be made in one country and then another part made in the other. And since they were just kind of generically using these different parts and weren't uniquely making it for the truck, it resulted in a whole big mix-up of different units. I don't know. You do say it was made in America and assembled in Canada. I think I've read that as being a thing where people will sneakily rub their hands together and have all of the pieces, like the individual components, made in, say, China, and then they will assemble it together in the United States. That way they can be like, ha-ha! Assembled in the United States! And then trick people that will check where something is made. It's Monday. I love Mondays. I look at the camera. You, chat, look back at me. But it's not my face. It's Garfield's face.
What do you mean no one likes Mondays?
She knew. She knew.
Every Monday, new creatures come up for adoption and new staff members apply for a job at the ranch.
See, she answers it. I was wondering if the animals ever automatically cycled through at some point, and there we go. Every Monday, there it is.
You see, Mondays aren't so bad after all.
She's fired! Get her out of here! And it's usually done for tax reasons, too. I had a manager here who worked in a metal business before he had worked at the company I was at. And when Trump had raised tariffs on a lot of metal items, it ended up being cheaper to have things shipped into Mexico and then shipped into the United States from there, rather than directly importing it from their origin country. So it added an extra step to the shipping process. but it reduced the amount it cost as a result. Alright. Start a lesson with a... Wait, the leaf indicates a country unicorn? I thought the leaf indicated plant unicorn, but apparently not. You see Dash Pedal over here? Country unicorn. I guess we'll go ahead and pair her with Mickey then, seeing as that's one of my enrolled students. And I'm gonna take priority over those who are enrolled here at my school than other people. Wait, no, come back. Mickey likes... Was that clicking the wrong unicorn pair? I think it's because I'm hovered over Opanth right now. That was throwing me off and was making me think it wasn't a super duo. Which means now Corey, who likes dragons, needs to be paired with one of them. How about you go ahead and go with Opanth so that Opanth can get some training, huh? Good luck, guys. Go ahead and start your lesson. And we've leveled up. So now we can upgrade level 2, as well as build ourselves a tournament club.
You've just unlocked the tournament club. Enrolled students staying in a dorm can enter tournaments. Tournaments are a bit like lessons, but to enter a tournament, you need to spend some gems.
I guess these are application fees.
If your students do well, you could earn lots of gems and reputation. However, if your students finish in the bottom places, well, you lose the entry fee. But don't worry about that.
Jams? Uncut jams? No, these would definitely be cut gems. You can tell looking up at the picture here in the top left that that is clearly a faceted gemstone. Therefore, it's going to be cut.
Build a tournament club and try to start a tournament.
Will do, Fairy. Tournament club. Right there. The cute little purple building with the little roof on it. Well, we'll stick it right over here. Near the entrance of our ranch. And we have simple, renowned, and esteemed. Well, we're new at this, so we obviously are starting simple
now
here.
Need to choose the staff member, student, and creature entering the tournament. Be aware that you can only enter one trio in each tournament, so choose well.
Well, Hannah, looks like it's gonna be you. Oh, wait, we can't do anything with them right now because my 2 students are both busy doing dressage. Maybe I should put down some more dorms so I can enroll some more people here. Which would also allow us to make more money. We put down another cozy dorm. I then also want to link that up with some paths. So it looks nice. There we go, lovely. And oops. I didn't actually build that second part of the path there. Let me fix that. Hang on. There we go. Great, 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 great. Second is that we do also want to put down some more staff quarters, I think. Get some more staff out here. But I don't want to put it here, to be honest, because I want to have the space for putting dorms there. But I also can't put the staff room up near our other staff room now because there's not enough space. So I guess we will... Looking around. Guess we'll just... Do I want to squeeze it in the middle? I'm not sure I like that. I think I kind of want to put a fountain over here for aesthetic reasons. I guess I'm going to just stick it up behind this arena, I suppose. Put it there. And then we will build a path out. Am I looking at the grid right? There we go. Wonderful. Now I can get some more... Huh? What's happening? More food? Oh man, now I don't... I'm poor! I've only got 145 gemstones now. I'm gonna have to wait. It says I can upgrade buildings? I'm just noticing too. How do I upgrade buildings? If I click on this practice arena, all I'm seeing here is staff member. It's just giving me options. Do I need to only, or can I only upgrade these buildings? I don't see a upgrade. No upgrade. Upgradable. Upgrade. Upgrade that one? Do I hit tab and look for an upgrade option here? I don't see an upgrade option. Open up my book. I don't see an upgrade option here. And what's it? Hello, hi, welcome. French dragon wings and buttermilk ranch. Did you mean fried dragon wings? Like, you just grab the wings of a dragon that's still alive and living and dip their wings in ranch and just start licking the ranch off their wings? I love French dragon wings! Blah, blah, blah. And the dragon just is kind of squinting, looking at you confused. Please stop licking my wings like this. It's kind of making me uncomfortable. Alright. I have no idea how I upgrade buildings. So I'm clicking on them. I'm not exactly saying any sort of button anywhere, I don't think. I also don't... Fairy? Fairy? How do I upgrade buildings? I don't understand. By the way, chat, we are allowed to donate our unicorns and dragons too, if I ever decide I don't want them anymore. So if I point it over here and... Oh, I can move them? That's interesting. It looks like there can only be 4 inside of these enclosures at a time, by the way, which is interesting. Am I going to have to build a second enclosure if I get more unicorns and dragons then? I got your button right here, pants grab! Are you trying to say your pants are unbuttoned? Can't you rebutton them yourself? Also saying start a lesson with a fire dragon? Alright. Oh. Well, never mind. I don't have a fire dragon. Unless... I look over here. What? Hang on, what? Whoa, dude! I think we got a special type dragon over here. What do they call the Pokemon? Shinies? I think we got a shiny dragon. Look at the border of it is all sparkly. This unknown question mark right here shows extra gemstones right there. Moss eater. Oozer moss. Is that why it's called moss? It's because it likes to eat plant. Okay. I really like Ori Mist, by the way. They look so, like, slim, agile. Extra blue rocks. Nice. Alright, Oozer Moss, you're kind of expensive, but I'll take you. I've got an achievement unlocked, too, that is called Prized Possession. But, well... Since I can't do anything with this, because I don't have a fire dragon, I guess we'll just go ahead and disregard that. Since we don't have any lessons going right now, we can grab over here and start up a tournament, I'd say. We'll get Dorian. Who's my best student right now? I think it might be Corey. So then Corey, who is a dragon type, will grab a dragon over here. And I think Morbus is my most skilled dragon at the moment from the training that they've done. So we'll get the dragon Morbus. That way they can go Morb on the competition.
Let the tournament begin! Good luck!
Let the morbing begin! Good luck!
The tournament lasts several hours. A notification will let you know when it has finished.
Oozer Moss, more like loser Moss. Phil, don't say that about the dragon. Look at them, they're trying their best over here. Look, he's happy even, and you're just pointing over at him and saying, loser. I would say you're gonna make him cry, but to be honest, I think Oozer Moss has enough confidence that no matter what you tell them, if you go over there and walk over and you point and say, ha ha, loser, loser, they'll just shake their head at you and go, You can say what you like, but sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And then they will turn and they will walk away from you, unbothered, undisturbed by your insults. Your attempts to bring them down have failed. I put down my staff member place, right? Yeah, over here. I would love to get somebody new. They're all just food type, though. We've already got someone that does food. I leave, and I walk away. Hannah. Huh? Back from the tournament! Did I win? Did I get 3rd place, I think? Target practice tournament. Congrats, you won. Is that the 1st place badge, then? Did I win 1st place? Wow, 569. Wonderful. Nice. Lovely. Okay, I'm looking around. What do I want? Do I want to get another horse? We've already got a unicorn that is country type. And we had a water dragon, right? One of our dragons was water type. Yeah, Opanth is water type, so we don't want to get that either. So the 2 other animals that we have up for offer, we're not interested in. We will wait on them. And our staff, again, was all just food type, so nothing new there either. So let's just go ahead and focus on doing lots and lots of lessons. Okay, we've got Corey that we're putting in here with Dragon. I want to get some lessons in with Uzurma, so why don't you go out there? And then we want another duo here. Do I have my other enrolled student, Mickey? Mickey, you go too. Go ahead and work with Chipper Dawn. And we start. Do you think upgrading these buildings would let us have more people training at the same time? Receiving lessons? I wonder, hang on. When I'm hovered over it like this, it has right-click modify. Aha! That is how you upgrade. So to upgrade, we have to have 4 stars, which, check, we've got that. And we need 775 gems, which, check, we've got that too. I upgrade the arena, and look, it's fancier now. The little stands at the side now have roofs over them. How lovely. Wonderful. Dragons grow from trees, right? Nature is amazing. Some of them probably. The plant dragons would... Are there plant dragons? I don't think I've had any plant type dragons. We have rock dragon and we've seen water dragon. I'm not sure that I've seen country plant dragon so far, just the equivalent for unicorns. The pant dragon grows from cotton. The pant dragon is a water type, so why would they be growing from cotton? I know that we want to point and say, the pant, right? It's not pant though, even if it sounds like it.
More like my mediocre ranch. I dab on the unicorns.
But... Gert, how could you do that without even changing the voice type that's used for the TTS? Because that right there, Terror Strong type voice, being the voice actress for Twilight Sparkle, a unicorn, I'll have you know, basically then dabbing on herself. You can't do that! That's illegal! But Gert, hello. Thank you for resubscribing for 32 months. Appreciated. I see that Dorian now has earned a new badge. A little scarecrow? Dorian? I don't think I can look here. If I pull up R, the Scarecrow right here is those who wear this badge love target practice. A creature and a student with this badge make a better duo. A staff member with this badge reduces the risk of silly behavior in this type of arena. I think there's also the case where we spent a bunch of money for Oozer Moss when really all of our other animals or other creatures also have the opportunity to get something like that fancy extra piece, and then maybe they'll have a shiny border around them too. It's just Oozer Moss already had that built in and complete. And by the way, hello there, DOS. Hi, welcome. It was either them or Sonic or Shadow. Gert, there is a lot more voices available. Oh, actually, a Princess Twilight. The show is over. We're in the post-show timeline now. Yeah, where she's an alicorn and she has a unicorn horn and some wings. So technically, she's not just a unicorn, she's an alicorn. So she's allowed to dab on the unicorns now. Ah, jeez. Yeah, but Shadow feels the most fitting to dab on a unicorn. I don't know. Picture moist critical dabbing on unicorns. That sounds fitting too, right? Does donating dragon or unicorn pay? That's a good question. Do I try that with one of my dragons here? What if I really don't want to do it to Morbus because I love their name. Are you sure you want to donate? Your generosity will be rewarded. No. Maybe we get paid gems if we donate them, but I don't really want to say yes and find out, as I do kind of like my animals that I've got right now. Hang on, I can upgrade this? Oh, wait, not at the moment! Oh, yeah, because I don't have enough gemstones to upgrade it right now. So I just have to kind of wait around. I guess we'll go ahead and put ourselves in super speed mode so we can watch everyone tippy-tapping, towing around the ranch. Should also keep having people do lessons. We don't want Dorian anymore to do any dressage because they're better at target practice. So we'll go ahead and take Hannah to do this one. So, Corey, you, and Morb, and then Mickey, Unicorn, and Chipperdon. Let's try and focus on our creatures that are getting slowly closer and closer to unlocking a new badge. And then the other one will be Dorian. And then we will take Max. And yeah, we want to train them with Opanth since they're still trying to get their badge and they like dragons over here. And then, wait, Cassandra is someone who has trained before. So we'll take Cassandra and then Dash Petal. And then we'll start. Oh, and Clavicle King. Hello, welcome, hi, hello. I was hoping it gives blue gems. My guess is it probably does. But again, I don't really want to take the risk. It's telling me to adopt a unicorn, but I don't want to adopt any animals right now. Unless we use the opportunity to just adopt, complete that objective, and then instantly donate them out. Sablevine, say goodbye. Donate. Yes. I guess I should have been looking up here at the top left to see if it changed. Max wants to enroll in the ranch! Okay, Max, welcome! Hi, hello, glad to have you. Pony laundering. I mean, we could do that as a general idea, where we take them in, we train them up to get some points, and then we ship them back out. Unlocking a new gem. I guess with all of my... Oh no! We've got an animal acting silly! Stop, Chipperdon! Get back in your stable! We've bubbled you! Take your punishment! And you people over here, keep doing lessons! I need you to unlock new badges! Unicorn, Dash Petal, go! quarry with dragons. Man, Morbus, I wonder if Morbus is at the point where they will finally get a new unlock. Chipperdon, I like she has a little marker now that she's being silly. She's running around and being wacky. She can't do anything right now. She's busy. She's causing issues. She's having problems. Don't worry about her. Okay, last one, Uzer Moss and a dragon. Who likes dragons? Camilla does. Esteban! Good name. But dragon. Wait. Ella likes dragons. And they've been training before. So we'll use them. 786 gems for this. Ooh. I think that's the main way that we can get gemstones is just having them do training. And I get gemstones from that, I think. Like Chipperdon. Again? Do you suppose that I need to have a staff member over here to grab them? But because everybody's busy at the moment, they can't do anything? There are dragons on this ranch. We don't have the luxury of acting silly. We don't have the luxury of acting silly, but you just try and stop them. They're gonna act silly anyway. They're gonna go, aha, I think I'm feeling a little bit silly over here. A little bit wacky. A bit like a goober, you could say. And then they start just running around, rolling around on the ground, breathing a little bit of fire. Can't stop them. It's kind of hard to. Start a lesson with a water dragon. Hey, I have one of them. Except they're already busy. Already over here in the shooting arena, the target practice. I do a little silly trick. Ellie grabs her wand and throws it up in the air. Oh, she's acting silly. Look out. She's being a little bit of a goof. Don't let the dragons drag on. You're pairing that with a cigarette emote there. Are you saying to not have them drag cigarettes? Do we also now have 3 people that like dragons? Dragon. Yup. So Mickey right now is our only unicorn person. With 2k gems over here, I think that means we need another dorm room. Seeing as we have more animals than enrolled students anyway, what we really need is more staff, but is it really only Tuesday? Well, with the amount of cash money I have, honestly, let's go ahead and just refresh our selection and see who we got now. Cleaning, food. Do you suppose that these starter people just only have food and cleaning as their initial options? I guess we'll get another food person. And then looking between our choices now, we've got Anthony here, we've got Paul, and we've got another Anthony. Like we've got 2 Anthonys trying to enroll, or trying to apply to work here. I think I like Paul, because I like Paul's hair color. It's got a nice shade of blue to it. Who are our staff members now? Okay, we've got Dorian, Hannah, Paul. I also now realize that they all have the exact same hairstyle. Not a lot of hair variety, huh? I need someone with a little bit more fabulous hair happenings going on. Can I send them out to get a haircut, you think? Alright, can we have new staff member come over here and take care of Chipperdon, please? Staff member? Is it them? I think Max is one of the enrolled students. Hello? Staff? Where are you, staff? We've got an issue still with Chipperdon. Is it because the arena's filled up, do you think? Maybe we should just build a second arena. Or, can we upgrade this for more animals that can fit in here? Does that work? Does that allow it to hold more? I don't think so. So if I click on one of them, it does. So it's not capped at 4 anymore. It's now capped at 6. So upgrading did allow it to hold more animals at a time. Mandatory employee hairstyle? Phil. What if we roll along with that concept? And now all staff members that apply to be hired, who are now going to look and say, this Anthony, be like, I'm sorry, Anthony, you don't have the staff required haircut. I'm afraid I can't hire you. And so I will need to hire the other Anthony instead. I might do that now, actually. I'm gonna start picking my employees based upon their hairstyle that they've got. Oh, start a lesson with a celestial unicorn. I can do that, no problem. Hannah, come out here with our celestial... Oh, wait a second. God dang it, that's Chipper Dawn. And Chipper Dawn's still causing issues over here. I don't know at what point, like, what we can do about that. Chipper Dawn just kind of keeps hanging out in bubble over here. So I guess we can't do a lesson or start a lesson with a celestial unicorn. But at the very least, we're not going to use Dorian. Paul, you come out here and do some lessons. That way you can get some practice training. How about we do it with Corey? There's going to be another dragon pair, but not with Morvis, because I want to get someone else upgraded with a new badge, so we're going to do it with Opaint instead. And then Mickey with Unicorn for Dash Pedal, and that will be our pair for the target practice. And then here will be Hannah. And then we will take Max, and then we can pair them with... I guess we only have 2 people left here. Well, 1... And then our enrolled student with Morbus. We go! What I should have done maybe is upgrade these. I guess I have to wait a hot minute in order to get some more gems before I can upgrade. Which we also cannot upgrade while they're doing a training session. So we'll have to wait for that to complete as well. Oh, it's the end of the week! We also got an achievement unlocked called Think Positive. Is it because... Oh. It's because we lost money this time. And our creature happiness is not looking so good, as it did peak up for a little bit, but now kind of dropped down. And at this point in the middle here, I guess it did end better than it did on Monday. So that, I guess, is a little bit of a positive. We lost money, though, it looks like, because we had spent so much on our building work. We spent a lot of money upgrading. The flow chart is not looking good. Tuesday is the end of the week. Apparently this time it is, you know? They pick different days of the week that end each time, you know? You don't have a weekend that ends with a Saturday or Sunday all the time, whichever you want to consider the end of the week. We let different days of the week take turns. That way they can all get a shot at being the end of the week. You know, why Saturday and Sunday gotta hog it all? Start a lesson with a fire dragon? We had a fire dragon. No, we didn't have a fire dragon. Sad. Wait, can I... Why are you just saying Chipper Dawn everywhere? Is every... Chipper Dawn, are you trying to claim all of the stables as your own? That's not very nice of you, Chipper Dawn. That's kind of rude. Ethereal unicorn? A ghost unicorn? I want a ghost unicorn. It's all for them! Here, we've been trying to keep the unicorn to ourselves, and then the unicorn over here is just claiming all the stables for themselves. Get Chipper Dawn! No! Why does she have to be like this? The stables are supposed to be for all of my different animals, not just for you, Chipper Dawn. Do you think she bugged out? Because she's kind of continuing. Maybe I should save and quit. Just in case there is a bizarre bug happening here. I save my file. If I save and quit, will that take me to the main menu? Yep, alright. Yep, go to the main menu, please. Play. First slot. Alright, Chipper. Are you still hogging all of the stables? Okay, yep, definitely bugged out, because now we can see that Chipperdon is still running around like a madman. Bubbled. Okay, staff, come get Chipperdon, please. And now we can properly click on our different stables again. Ruby Boo! There they are! An ethereal unicorn! Ghost unicorn! And we do have an option now for a fire unicorn. Or, sorry, dragon. Fire. Dragon. I am going to grab Ruby Boo, but beyond their name, honestly, I think their style is kind of boring. But don't let Ruby Boo know. Who names a dragon Guz Flood? That's a good question. I don't know. We get Ruby Boo. I will also say I totally think of Ruby Gloom with this. Not far off name-wise. And Mufu Pyre, I don't really like their name very much. But we would have to refresh our selection in order to attempt to get a different fire unicorn. Fine, Pyre. We can always sell you off later. I mean, donate you. Do you think we call them donations? That way we can get some tax breaks? So rather than selling them for profit, we say, hey, we're donating this animal. Yeah, donate. Sure. Ruby Gloom was such a good fucking show. I really enjoyed it. It sure had its flaws, but I really liked Ruby Gloom. Alright, Hannah. Come over here and help train the animals. Which one do we want to do? Lesson with a water dragon. That would be Opanth over here. So we need to duo them with Cassandra? No. We're looking at the dragon Opanth. We'll take Ella. And then we need one more pair. Who else is close over here? Chipperdon. Why not you? Do we have someone who's in... I wish in the little selection down in the lower left, it gave an indicator if they were enrolled or not, rather than only when you're hovering over to select them. It would make it a little bit easier. Alright. And then Dorian, the target practice expert. We had somebody that was good at target practice, right? Morbus, why don't you get some training in? And then Mickey with Unicorn and Dash Pedal, and there we go. That'll get us some hookups to some more gemstones. Which, you know, thinking of that as well, why don't we put down some more decoration? Looking at my options, we do have our fountain right here. This fountain is way smaller than I was picturing it was going to be. I'm gonna place it right there. Just that one little singular baby fountain. Need to upgrade one more building, though, in order to get to 5 stars. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the barn from the snack bar to the feast barn. Yeah. Now we can build a festival arena, a flower power fountain, and a rosy flower bed.
Sweet mother of dragons! You've just unlocked the festival arena! It is very special!
Is it? She's really excited about it.
News of your ranch's great reputation has reached the royal family!
Calm down, Fairy. Is it really that exciting?
The prince and princess of the kingdom have informed me that they wish to visit your ranch!
Why?
And with the festival arena, we can organize a festival and royal carousel in their honor.
What if I don't want them to visit? What if I just never build the festival arena?
Arenas together in one. The prince and princess often make a special request. which you need to try and fulfill if you want them to enjoy the carousel.
Calm the heck down, fairy. Like, dial it down a
I'm
notch.
sure they will love your ranch. I will prepare for their arrival. I'll let you know when they arrive. Oh, I can't believe I'll be seeing the prince and princess in person. I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait.
This would totally be me, though. Not necessarily. I shouldn't say not necessarily. Not in regards to, say, people visiting or something, but if it's something I like, imagine the snake arriving, right? I get box with my snake delivery, and I'm opening up the box, and I'm like, I can't wait for the snake, yes! It would be me. Maybe not so much out loud being excited about it, but quietly I'd be like, bursting with joy. What fairy rules are we using? Are these evil flesh-eating fairies or pixie dust fairies? I'm going to say that they're probably flesh-eating. Okay, what if they're both? They disguise themselves as happy pixie dust fairies. But then when you turn away towards your creatures, caring for them, petting your unicorns, feeding your dragons, the fairies sneak into your stables at night. You wake up, walking down, take a look at all of your beautiful creatures in the morning, but one of them's missing. And in fact, they're missing for weeks and months at this point, and you never see them again. Whatever happened to Oozer Moss? And Mickey has earned a new badge with target practice. Hooray! Uh-oh. Dragon's acting silly over here, making the guy float above him and not actually right on top of him. That's so wacky. There you go. Now you're properly attached to your dragon again. You're welcome. Oozer Moss. More like Oozer Lost. Damn, dude. You're on fire. Now we've got Chipper with dressage, and we've got Corey with dressage. So I suppose we'll focus on them in that arena, in that type of training now for the future. We also want to achieve a B grade at the end of a simple festival. But in order to have a simple festival, we do need to have the building built. So we will grab the... Oh my god. Oh my god. This thing is huge. Do we even have room for this? I wish I could zoom out more so I could see this more easily. Kinda goofy that we can't. And it's this big. Yep, looking a little like I can't fit this in anywhere. I might have been able to have stuck it, down over here somewhere if I had my buildings positioned differently. But I had no idea that the festival was going to be that large. Can I buy one of these extra extended areas? Am I going to have to relocate some of these buildings? Can I relocate them? Okay, I can. There's a move option here. That's what we're going to have to do, because otherwise there's no way we're going to be able to put that festival down anywhere. I think we're going to have to move our stables too, because I think as is... Yeah, it can't fit over here on the left. So... I guess we'll move up all of these, and we can shuffle this up, and then we can move that arena, the target practice arena, over here on the left, and I think we should be all good. Yeah, I say Phil's on fire, and now he's just screaming, I'm on fire! What now? Oh! And Skilbra's grabbing their fire extinguisher, rushing over, saying, oh, help! But then they just kind of drop the fire extinguisher on the ground and start kind of running around Phil. Kind of seems like they're using Phil for cult purposes. Move this back We destroy the fancy flower patch. Sorry, flowers. I do what I have to. We could also actually upgrade some of our attack rooms. And then just sell off these other ones? Demolish? Yeah. Demolish? Yeah. Do you think then we can upgrade the stables to hold more animals in them? Does it work that way? They seem kind of small, and doesn't seem like that should be the case, unless they became, say, 2 stories, and you shoved your dragon unicorn up onto the second one via a little staircase that would shoot down from the top. And Shy Guy, hello, welcome! Phil B. Colton. You can tell someone's in a cult by them randomly bursting into flames. There's gonna be a whole lot of this now. Just shoving everything backwards. Right, bench there. I can't move paths though. Oh, if I click on them though, it makes me easily able to rebuild them. Ding, ding. Then over here, and then around, and voila. Kind of awkward though. I think we'll move over our barn by one. That way we don't have to have this shape for our stables. That way we can go ahead and keep in a nice paired up location for them, like so. Industrial ranching? We don't want to call this industrial ranching though, because we might turn away anyone who wants to enroll or, you know, work here, because if they see industry, they'll kind of turn up their nose and be like, it sounds too, polluting. Make it all super dense and compact to maximize profits. A magical glue farm? No! Don't call it a glue farm! You'll make everyone cry! Okay, path. Yeah, I like that you can right-click the paths that are already placed down to place out new paths. It's pretty convenient. Okay. Can we squeeze this arena over there now? Right? Move? Aha! Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's give it a little rotate around. And we stick it in there. And we need to fix these paths then too. Well, we can have one going from behind like that. And then our path going down to reach the entrance right there. I'm squinting at this path right here. Hang on. Hang on. Yep. That looks like a penis, alright. Move back over here. Why? I'm gonna be honest, I built down the path over here, and I looked, I'm like, hang on, that looks kinda... In particular, it makes me think of the, of Shin-chan. God dang it. Alright. I want to demolish this path right here, please. Right here? Are you gonna be able to select this properly, game? You understand what I want to do? I'm not sure you Oh, it worked! Wonderful. Now it's a big, beautiful rectangle. Caco's sending extra today. With a path. There's a PP, I reckon. Oh my god. Now we can put down our festival arena. And... I think I want to have the entrance there at the top. See, and now we can fit it. It's huge, and I still cannot see really how it's being placed, but hey. At least I can actually put it down now. Guess I'll... Do I want it there, though? No, I don't think I do want it there. We're gonna shove it over to the left as far as possible. And then we place it. And we can connect the path, too. Whee! And... it was a Swedish show, right? Chet, did you see that? What was it? Was it claymation? Was it stop motion? The show? The Big Johnson show? It was Danish? Where it was about a guy that had an extremely long cock and he would just run around on wacky adventures with helicoptering his dick so he could fly around through the air, Jan Dillerman or something, whatever it was called. Now look at the paths and picture this as Jan Dillerman's cock snaking around our area. This game is for kids? Welly. Do you think Jan Dillerman is for adults? No. That was the show made for children too. Just because it's a cock, like everybody has cocks, you know? It's well, not everybody has cocks, that's not true. Many people have cocks, okay? Well, what about cocks? Did I hear that right? Slug Nugs, hello, welcome, I hope you're doing fine over there. Clip that, everyone has giant dongers! Alright, let's start a lesson with a wind dragon. I don't have any wind dragons. We don't want that one. I'm looking around here now. Oops, all cock. God dang it. God dang it. Now I'm giggling too much. I'm gonna need a bathroom break. Chat, I'm gonna leave the game to continue playing so I can keep making some sick cash money. In fact, I think I'm gonna throw people into training real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and take a bathroom break here. Let me see. Chipper Dawn, they've got their unlocked, so I don't really want... Wait a second. Do you have yours? I don't want to use you then, Mickey. Ella, you don't have an extra badge yet. And... we're here. Who else doesn't have an extra badge? Opanth doesn't. Opanth, you're going. And then Max, you don't. So Max, and we need another dragon. Dragon pair. Morbus, you've already got your unlock. Ruby Boo is new, but they're not a dragon. But Moofoof Pyre is. We pair them up together. We start that. We go over then now to our other arena, our other training arena right here. Paul, why don't you go in there? Paul, you are going to go ahead and have some other horses, unicorns, dragons training with Dash Pedal as a unicorn. But I think we only had one person. One of our enrolled students liked unicorns, so we're going to have to pair him with someone else. Who else do we have as an option? We've got lots of people. Wait, I don't want to choose Ezio because Ezio is a dragon fan. Anja, why don't you go ahead and go in there? Go on, go crazy, get learning. Let's also, I want to focus again. Do we have any other animals? These three are all already badged up, so we just have Ruby Boo remaining. We'll grab Ruby Boo. We need to have someone with unicorn type 2. I'm going to pick Zeneb because I like their hat. Zeneb, get in there. Go ahead, get started. And now we will take our bathroom break. Chat. I'll be right back. I'm also going to throw it into an ad break. Because we're just, you know, we just got the be right back screen anyway, and that will eliminate pre-rolls. So, be right back, chat. I'm back. And as I arrive back too, we've actually got Anja over here who wants to enroll, which I'm kind of happy to see is also a unicorn fan, so glad to have a new unicorn person here to enroll. Oh, Caco's back? Leaves. Is that what you feel about me? Willie's over here happily waving and you turn around and should I just not say anything the rest of the stream? Will that be a more positive viewer experience for you guys? If I just, you know, in complete silence, I crank the music and I say nothing? Oh. As Ant, hi, and then I lift up my hand to wave to Ant coming in here, and just turn around and they leave. Oh. Okay. Oh. I guess maybe I'll see you another day. Oh. I guess I'm just gonna start a lesson now with a water dragon and a rock dragon. Is there anyone that's good at dressage? No? Okay, water dragon. I like dragons. And then my rock dragon here somewhere. We have Uzer Moss is a rock dragon. We had that Morbus. Morbus, you're a rock dragon, but you don't really care. I'm gonna take Uzer Moss because they do give me that gem boost. I also note how Uzer Moss is still sparkling. Originally sparkling. But, say, Morbus, who got their second badge unlocked, is not sparkling. So I guess there is just randomly sometimes shiny types that come rolling in. And will just cost extra and forever glow like this. But, Lava! Hi, Lava! Hello, welcome! I wave excitedly at you. Lava streams and does art, too. She's great. We've rated her before. She's lovely. As I throw coffee can into garbage can, I redirect. We use Uzer Moss for the Earth Dragon fit, as well as getting the extra gemstones thanks to that badge. You, Ella, you're pairing up. Let's go. And Baldir, hello, welcome. Oh yeah, shout out. Sure, you can give her a shout out. Does my button work for it? No? Unfortunate. How about the other one? Nope, also broken. Alright, Stream Deck. Maybe next time. I'll have to fix that again. Just randomly, sometimes those commands break. Oh well. Shout out to me? Baldir. He's the guy. The guy with the bald head. That's your shout out. There we go, okay. Chatterino doesn't display when you do the Twitch shout-out, so I'm like having to lean my head and look over at my Twitch chat. My from Twitch TV Twitch chat, rather than my Chatterino Twitch chat. Start a lesson with an ethereal unicorn. Oh, I can do that one too. Ruby Boo, that's for you. We'll go ahead and grab Paul so they can get some badge training. Why not Lawless? Does Lawless want a shout out too? Lawless streams weekly. She does D&D streams comprised of people from the community too, actually. Watch Lawless stream D&D. It's a pretty good time. Willie, whenever the timer goes out for the shout out command, you can do it for her as well. And this game looks cute. The unicorns in particular that are here look a lot like they are designed after the look of old My Little Ponies, like 80s, 90s My Little Ponies. Look at her over here. She's so happy. She's also lying down now, taking a break. But it does look cute, but it is also, mechanics-wise, very simple. It's a management-type game, but without tons of depth to it. Kind of a lighter look. But it does have a nice art style, at least. And Ella has earned a new badge with dressage. And Openth is also now dressage. I wonder if they get these badges based upon whatever training that they were doing at the time. Like, they got to that level where their unknown badge is just there, and then you send them off to dressage training. And because that dressage was the last thing they did, boom, that's what they get their badge in. I don't know, it's what it's been feeling like so far. Hannah, slowly. We're gonna throw you now over here. Let's see, who was I trying to train? Ruby Boo. That's right. And then we need a unicorn person. Preferably someone... See, like, why is Andra gotta be so far down here? That's not convenient. I want to grab my people who are enrolled, but if they put them so far down the list, I can't properly pair them up easily. I did not mean to hit start. God dang it. Now only one person is in here training. Fine, whatever. That's fine. There's no issues. I'm not frustrated with myself. Simple festival, 2K gemstones.
The festival has started.
Wait, that's it?
It's going to be so much fun.
That's it?
The prince and princess have just arrived. Do you see this bar
What?
at the bottom right of your screen? This is the enthusiasm gauge. It increases when you finish lessons.
I just hit the option of, it's festival time, and then just instantly the prince and princess drop everything they were doing and show up at my ranch and say, yes, we're here. We're ready to receive your festival happenings. We got your invitation about 5 minutes ago, and here we are. Shy Guy, thank you for the bits.
Hey, Shadow! I found this fun Danish children's show about a man that has an extremely long python down his pants. And he use it for all kinds of hijinks. I know you like danger noodles. You should watch it.
God dang it, Knuckles. This is just as bad as when you told me about Pokemon Pup.
Pup? He didn't even say it as pee-pee up. He just said pup. Is there anybody that says pee-pee up Pokemon as pup? Now I'm really curious. I know that there are acronyms that I will say as, you know, as if they were words. So, in other cases where I might say, pup, I never considered that for Pokemon. Maybe I should now start saying, hey, I think I'm gonna get this pup move. And Thonax, hello, welcome. Hit pee-pee, tee-hee.
You need to fill the bar at least halfway to be able to start the royal carousel.
Wacky. Alright, well, I guess we gotta get some lessons in to get our enthusiasm up then. We don't have anyone that's dressage here on my staff right now, so I guess we'll go ahead and grab Paul. And now we want maybe our dressage with perfect duo even now. Because we can dressage them together. Max and Open going perfect pair. And then we will take another with Ella. And Chipperdon is unicorn, so that's no good. We have another dragon here. No, so everybody else is just super duoed, but Uzermoss does get us those sick extra gemstones. So we're gonna grab that pair, huh? And then we'll start. We're gonna get 500 gems from that too. But now we have to wait, because over here we've already got one lesson going. Second lesson rolling. Go, go, go. As our enthusiasm slowly ticks down. How is the dragon cheese production going? We're not allowed to make any dragon cheese. I think it's illegal in this fantasy land. End of the week! Oh, already? Ooh, ouch, ooh. My profits. Ow, I did not make anything on Friday. What happened on Friday? Did I not do any lessons that day, maybe? I also see that we've got donations right here. So I guess we do get cash money gems when we donate our animals, our creatures. Boo, give me all the dragon cheese. I don't have any. So, wait. Because I don't have any dragon cheese, that means I have given you all the dragon cheese, right? The week ends on Tuesdays and Sundays. It's close enough to a week. That really all there is to look at? Yeah, I don't think there's much else to be excited about there. The dragon practice lesson has finished! Or target! Dragon practice? It's not specifically dragon practice. Dorian, we're trying to maximize our enthusiasm down here, so we're gonna grab you, who was good at target practice. And then we're going to want Morbus. And we don't want to pair up Mickey, because Mickey's with unicorns. Do we have someone for dragons? Dragon. No, our dragons down here are both dressage type. Do we have anyone else that is at least a little bit trained on dragons? No? Alright, I guess we'll pick someone new then. How about Adriana, because I think her outfit's cute. And then another target. Do we have any other target practice types? No? Alright, well then we'll go ahead and grab Mickey over here who likes unicorns, and then we'll pair him with a unicorn, dash pedal, go. Start that training. Could we have put another pair in there? I do have this leveled up, and now I don't remember, and if I just cut them off early. But they finished over here, and my enthusiasm has hit that minimum point now. We only needed, what, 2 lessons completed in order to hit that? Kind of an easy goal to complete. Max, you're going back in. Dragon. Open. And then Ella. Let's go ahead and pair you with Mufu instead. That way they can get some better training. You know, Uzer Moss, great to use. We get a gemstone boost. But simultaneously, we do also still want to train up our other creatures. And Dash just earned a new badge. They've got target practice badge now. And now we've hit Festival Fever, maxed out on the bar. Adriana wants to enroll. Okay, Adriana, come on in. Join our ranch. Maximize your enthusiasm. Is that the general term for minimum wage pep talks? Honestly, it totally is. Just smiling at everybody, knocking down their paycheck, and come on guys, I know that we've had to take, a pay cut, but you need to maximize your enthusiasm, and then maybe you'll get a raise. Avoid any silly behavior. I wonder how you do that exactly. To purposefully avoid it. Well, we completed it anyway, and now we have unlocked some more stuff. We can now get a Shimmer Shine crystal and a rustic bench. Is this the princess? They're so cute. I love their little crown. Look at their fancy dress. Oh, the festival doesn't end with a carousel? Oh, I'm a little disappointed. I love carousels. I hope there will be one next time.
I'm a little sad not to have seen a show. Next time, we'll organize an unforgettable carousel. I've got some great news!
Was I supposed to click on the festival arena and set that up before it ended? Because I guess I did forget. I kind of forget that part of having a festival. I'm sorry, Prince and Princess. I let you down. Kinda burned out that festival fever.
The prince and princess loved their visit to your ranch. They noticed an old broken bridge, so they sent us the best gnome repair team in the country.
Gnomes, huh? Gnomes coming out here to fix my bridges?
They repaired it incredibly quickly.
Yeah,
This means
damn.
You can now access the Crystal Plains, which are east of the river. Look at all this space. You can expand your ranch. How fantabulous!
Fantabulous! Wow! Every time Caco has Princess, I do a double take because I think I'm in trouble. Princess over here looks at the video game. Is upset with me. Lawless in chat then going, what? I'm not mad at Caco. Hire a total of 12 staff members or more? I say, looking at my 3 count? That's a lot more staff members they want me to hire. I'm also now looking over in the Crystal Plains. I could never be mad at Caco. Lawless lies. quietly fuming at me at this very moment. Alright. First, I will take a look at what the heck the Shimmer Shine Crystal. A beautiful crystal to add some magic to your ranch and make your neighbors jealous? Well, I love making people jealous of me. We put down some crystals. That's right. Be jealous. Look at me and say, I wish I was Caco. That's what everybody's gonna say now when they look at my ranch. That's my secret. I'm always mad at Caco. Everybody in chat just rolls on over to the stream, sitting down angrily in their nice comfy chair, arms crossed, eyebrows furrowed, shaking their head going, ugh, another stream. Who does she think she is, streaming on the weekends and the morning times like this? What, some kind of content creator person? Can't believe this. I wish I was distant right now. You get up and sit at a chair at the back of the room. I can't wait for the stream. Foaming from the mouth and fuming the entire time. Did Caco just start 30 seconds late? I'm not gonna have a good time on this stream anymore. How dare my streamer be late by 30 seconds? I thought she was timelier than this. Alright, I'm just picturing this whole row of staff offices so that I can have 12 of them working for me. This Caco is a content creator at max. Oh, dang it. I reported Caco for being late, teehee. You report me to Twitch. Excuse me, my streamer was late to start, and I'm not very happy with it. Since I'm star level 6 now, am I allowed to have 2 badges on these staff members? Damn! Hey, I'm letting my staff members have 2 badges, chat. Why aren't your bosses letting you have 2 badges, huh? You only get 1. Maybe you should complain to your bosses. What? Caco gives 2 badges. I have 2, see? That's right. 'Cause as boss, I let my mods have 2 badges. I let my chat members have 2 badges. You can even look up there at John, who's got a normal heart badge as well as a fancy moments badge. However, Phil's laughing, saying badgelets, when he only has 1 badge. Oh, this is new. What the heck does this little book stand for? A teacher! Staff members who wear this badge can give a lesson to 4 students at the same time? This badge is overpowered. What the hell? Why haven't I seen more people like... Oh, this is great too. Because Camilla also has the staff required hairstyle already. Camilla, you're perfect. You're hired. I can't bring in anybody else right now until I upgrade some of these buildings, though. So let me just upgrade that one, and then upgrade that one, and wonderful. We can hire more. That means, Harriet, since you have the staff-required uniform hairstyle, I'm bringing you in too. Skinny Hun! Did you just put on the no audio badge precisely to have 2 badges? I can have 2 badges, I just don't want to. I wish it didn't force me into the pause menu when I alt-tabbed, but whatever. /VIP. Uncle... Oh, wait a second. Uncle Phil, he already put on the no visual badge. So, I guess I don't need to VIP him now to give him a second badge. Oh well, I guess I'm not going to VIP Phil. because he's already got. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Phil quickly says, removing the badge. Uncle Phil /VIP. You have added Uncle Phil as a VIP of this channel. Another fine double badge connoisseur of my time. Wait, if I'm a VIP, can I say this now? No, princess, you cannot do that. You're a VIP. You're important to the chat, but that does not give you special privileges. I'm sorry. Oh. There goes my pee-pee path now. That's unfortunate. I can post it in your stead. Willie, don't! Mod abuse! Somebody call someone! Where are the super mods in chat? Where's the streamer to take away the mod badge? Ow! Yeah! Start a lesson with 2 super duos or better. Me! I squinted. King? You're a super mod? Here's one to say, say .com. I raise my eyebrow. Who is the teacher? You. Camilla. Get in there. Yes! Alright, King. Hold up, we're doing dressage at the moment. And now since people can get multiple badges, it is great. Now I can continue and grab Max and say, hey Max, go ahead and work here with Oozer Moss to get them a second badge too. And Ella, dressage with Chipper Dawn. Wait, no, Chipper Dawn's not a dragon. We don't want you. They want Opanth instead. These the creatures down here at the bottom of my list end up getting just scammed out of taking lessons because being down here, I always forget about them. I don't tend to scroll down and grab them. Oh, and Skinny Hun, thank you for gifting a sub. Meowster Mustard is the one who received it. Very nice. Thank you, Skinny Hun. Triple badge boy. Did you just attempt to gift a sub to get 3 badges, but now you've still only got 2? Did it fail? Did it backfire? Did it not work the way you intended? Why is .com not timing out now? Maybe it's only particular .coms? You have to pair it right for it to actually look and time you out. Now Ellie's mad. And Stugleaf, hello, welcome. Hey, hello. Not everyone can have 3 badges, Fuzzy says, wagging her finger with VIP heart and a moment's badge. Damn. And there you go. I'm sorry, DistantCacophony.com. Not a real website. It won't take... I guess I don't know if it will take you somewhere. I'm going to assume it won't take you anywhere, because Distant Cacophony is not exactly a common thing that's around. Not a common pairing of words. You don't see it very often. We have toss Cassandra in here for a lesson. Why don't we go ahead and pair her with Ruby Boo? There is a lesson set. We're gonna get 800 gems from that too. God damn. That's really good. I should probably upgrade my dorms then. Actually, I'm looking up here at the number of students that I have. I don't even have enough. I don't even have max students right now. I don't know that I really need to upgrade my dorm. Uh-oh! Food! Fixed. Can't upgrade, though. I need 9-star level in order to upgrade my buildings to level 3. However, now Cassandra wants to be enrolled. Okay, Cassandra, come on in. And now I'll go ahead and upgrade at least 1 dorm set for 2 extra people. And maybe I'll go ahead and start upgrading some of these stables. Where... yeah, I still just have 1 empty stable, so it does not does not allow me to have extra creatures in here. But it does make for a better time for my creatures. We go ahead and upgrade everything. I also like there are stats on all of my creatures, by the way. Like, as I hover over, say, Chipper Dawn, there is a food and energy meter. But it matters so little. Oh no, somebody's enrollment just expired. Wait, come back! Hannah, why don't you go ahead and do some dressage with people? Wait, no, not them! They were not a great duo. We want Max, who likes dragons. And then Opanth, who also is a dragon and dressage type. Get out there. Go and do some dressage. So I can't show that I'm so cool I throw money on people but mute them before they can thank me. Oh damn. I didn't really realize how short these tournaments are. I could just send people out to the tournaments constantly. Third place? What? How did they only manage third place with all those upgrades they had? They were both dressaged? Oh, it's because it was a target practice tournament. That was my fault, sending in the dressage people for target practice. And Horse, hello, hi, welcome! You're playing Stellaris with a friend, so you can come out earlier. Honestly, better choice. Gaming with friends? Higher ranking than just watching someone stream. I'm gonna vote for. Oh man, a bunch of people's enrollments are ending. Wait, everybody please re-enroll with me. A wind dragon? I don't have a wind dragon though. I think I might want to get another barn because it feels like I'm running out of food pretty frequently. Alright, new creatures today. We've got R.I. Torrent, water, don't need them. Ruby Sweet, who is a, I guess, candy type unicorn. But we have Opanth Sparks, who's got this cute heart badge, which means they're an eternal optimist. Creatures who wear this badge will only be unhappy if their hunger and energy bars are both empty. I love Opanth. I like their flame coloration. They're lovely. I also do kind of want to get... I pause. We do already have a unicorn called Ruby Boo, so I'm a little bit hesitant with Ruby Sweet. I know we already have a dragon that's called Opanth, but Opanth Sparks over here does have an extra name at the end, and they're shiny type, so I think I'm gonna ignore the fact that we've got two Opanths now and get them anyway. What? What? You! Stop acting silly. Bad dragon. Bad. Stay in the bubble now. Behave yourself. Staff members, come get this guy. Take care of him. Sweep him away to their stable. Which I now need more stables so I can have some more animals, seeing as it wants us to have at least 12 now. Let me go ahead and clear up these paths. Lovely. Can I nicely squeeze in? Oh yeah, I totally could. Put a little line of stables in just right here on the left side. Perfect, perfect. I'm gonna do that. But I will need to upgrade my tack sheds. Wait, I don't think I can. I'm not 9 stars. I'll have to build a new tack shed then. Alright, build. Tack room. I'll put it right there. And we will also upgrade it for extra big tack room. And we just need some stables to put animals in. However, this will also just make me all out of all of my points here. We can only build one. Gems empty. I'm also at 0 out of no gemstone money per week. I think part of our issue is the fact we've lost so many enrolled students. Alright guys, come on, can we go ahead and have some more people trading now? Hannah, why don't you go ahead and teach the people here? Go ahead and pair you with Max and Opainth. And then we'll do Cassandra. Unicorns with not Dash Pedal. Do we have any? Okay, Chipper Dawn does have the dressage badge. Pair them up. We can only do 2 with Hannah. We start their training. Caco ASMR during Zomboid Apocalypse is soothing. I pretend my protagonist is watching the VOD on mobile. Your protagonist just has a couple of wireless earbuds stuck in and are running around the post-apocalyptic world listening to me stream. Or would they be listening to VOD content? I think I would probably be dead in the Zomboid world. So there is no more new Caco content. They're just listening to VODs. Yeah, dead. That's me. That's where I'm at. Teacher, Camilla. That way we can have more of our students learning at a time. Adriana. I also just realized that Adriana and Anja look super similar to each other. Oh well, Adriana likes dragons. Who do we have? Let's go ahead and send Opainth Sparks in there. And I guess we need to start sending in people who aren't students now, because we don't have very many people enrolled anymore. I'm gonna put in Ezio, because I like their cute pink hair. And they're not very happy, by the way. They're looking around wondering, why am I not getting any lessons? Why are you preferring other people, huh? Go ahead and pair up with Uzurmoss. And then I don't want to send Camilla in, because Camilla being taught by Camilla, weird. This is a target practice, so I guess we'll put Mickey in. And I want to train up my not taught creatures over here. The ones that don't even have 1 badge. We'll go ahead and put Ruby Boo. And how about someone new? Anja. Isn't this the second Anja? Do we have 2 Anjas here? We do have 2 Anjas. They need maybe a wider variety of names for this game. There's not a whole lot of them. Do I have another unicorn? Just Dash Pedal? Well, alright then. We'll go ahead and send them in. Start. I like the look of all 4 of the creatures out here practicing now. We still have the National Caco Library. Well, I would recommend you download all of the Caco Library contents, because in the post-apocalyptic world, the online availability is not going to last forever. You might want to go ahead and locally store those videos. You might have to go hit up a computer store, though, to rob them of their hard drives. Because otherwise you might not have enough space for everything. Oh, end of the week! Uh-oh. My profits are dropping again. You can see that huge spike here at the end because this is when we were actually sticking people in for lessons. I need to keep up on the lessons. As well as the tournaments, honestly. Does it say what type that we're going to do here? Is it always just target practice? I guess so, because it has a little target practice logo. So we'll grab Dorian, who's good at that. And then Max isn't, they're just dressage type. So I'm going to look over here on the right. We've got Morbus Cliff, who is good at target practice. So we will pair them with Ezio. And send them off. I got all Caco VODs on my Kindle. I wonder how well that Kindle's gonna work. I put all my Caco VODs under my mattress. But is that a safe place to be keeping them? I guess I don't know. How often do you look under people's mattresses in a post-apocalyptic scenario? Kindle is nice with a power generator or solar charger. That's fair. But then where does the money go? The bet is for money. In a post-apocalyptic world, VOD content is currency. Back from the tournament. I won! And we got 652 gems. That's pretty good. Man, I now feel like I do need to constantly send people in. But looks like there are timeouts here. You can see there's right now not any tournament happening. Or wait, is there? I guess there is. Okay. Hannah, do dressage. With Max, who's good at dressage. With Chipperdon, who's good at dressage. Wait, not with Chipperdon. Because we did have an objective to do... to have a celestial unicorn going for a lesson. So since they like dragons, Opanth here is who we really want to do. We didn't want to do Chipperdon anyway, I guess, because unicorn likes dragons with Max. Opanth for the perfect duo. Or maybe not. Not right now. It says I can't start. So I guess I can't do this duo. I guess it's because there is a refresh timer. So I can't just constantly stick people in there. Saving old Cacophony VODs and selling them for profit on the black market is what I'm doing when the apocalypse is here. That's right. Look out! Not just mine though, by the way. Just VOD content in general. Try to amass as much content as you possibly can when the world ends, so you can have it all as your cash money currency. Oh, I missed that celestial unicorn lesson. Well, there goes that. And with dressage. Were those even the right types? No, this is dragon. Dragon. And then this is a unicorn. That's a unicorn. We start. I'm just gonna start either needing to work from top to bottom or bottom to top when I'm picking out the creatures for trading. People will watch VOD content on their hamster-powered TV. An army of hamsters in order to power all of your devices. You know what? Now that you're saying hamster, I know it's not the case, it's a guinea pig in the movie, but there's that Bad Guys movie that came out several months ago, honestly, but it just recently was made available to watch on Netflix, and I had been hearing from different reviews, different people, whatever, that the Bad Guys movie is actually pretty good, pretty enjoyable, and so since it finally came to Netflix, I said, hey, I'm going to watch this, and I gave it a view, and let me tell you, that Bad Guys movie is honestly really great. I really enjoyed it. There is a guinea pig character. Ain't seen it. I recommend it, Welly. It's really fun. I like the art style execution of it. The animation's a lot of fun. I think the story plays out pretty well. I would say overall, The Bad Guys is a pretty excellent movie. I don't have Netflix access at the moment, and I wanted to watch Wendell and Wild and Bad Guys. It's time for a movie night with Welly. Now let's see, Camilla? I like Laurent better. Laurent's cuter. You liked unicorns? Well then, let's do Ruby Boo, and then we'll start with that group. I want more staff members that have that teacher badge, because they're... I'm squinting at Owen, Evie, and Alex. What kind of RNG is this, where they all look so similar? Well, we've got Alex down here, who does have that teacher badge, which is wonderful, because they also have the required hairstyle. And Owen up here at the top, feeder type, required hairstyle. They are hired as well. So now we only have one more staff slot. We will need to build a new staff building, though. Staff office, staff office. That way we can have our required amount down here for a total of 12. I feel like maybe I should build some more training arenas, even. I don't know. Do I want my trainer? I'll put that here. By the way, now taking out one of the balls So now our penis path only has one ball. I'm sorry, chat. It's kind of unfortunate. Oh, Anja wants to enroll. Okay. Start a lesson with an ethereal unicorn. Great. My ethereal Ruby Boo is just finishing her lesson, which means now we can put her directly right back in. You, Camilla, going right back in too. Where are you? Ruby Boo, unicorn, wait. Yeah, Ruby Boo's unicorn, Cassandra, paired. And then we have Openth, Dragon. I think we just need to pair them off like that. I'm noticing we haven't gotten HR. That could be problematic. It's fine, we're a school. Do schools normally have HR departments? I guess they probably do. But that's not really my concern over here. I don't need an HR. I am the HR. I'm the boss and the HR. I hate that everyone just ignores the paths. Honestly, I think it's funny that you can put down the paths so it looks nicer, but then nobody uses them anyway. They just kind of do what they want. Nobody cares. Nobody cares around here. I try to enact law and order on everybody so they can act properly, act with sophistication, interact properly with my school, my ranch, and they just look at the paths and say, but what if we are a little bit chaotic? What if we act with a little bit of a silly behavior over here, And then they don't use the paths. I love walking on grass. Oh. You know what the solution to this would be? Covering the entire ranch with a path. You can't avoid the path if everything is a path. What if I just started doing that and what if I put a path everywhere? There's nowhere to hide. Only paths, you could say. Step aside, OnlyFans. Oh, Nina, sure, you can enroll. Oh, and Caden wants to enroll. Yeah, you can join too. The solution and other I mean, yeah, haha, pads, onlypads.com. Nice try trying to stick a space in there. I'm sorry, but that's not a way where you can sneak around the automod. Nightbot over here recognizes it. We splurge for an anti-silliness department instead of an HR department. We don't really care about the relations that people are having around here. We don't care if they have any issues with anyone else they're working with, if any of the students have any problems, yada, 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 yada. Not my concern. What I do care about is anyone acting silly? Because I can't have that. Phil, what? Why did you not get timed out for that one? Why did Nightbot shoot the other person? Huh? Is this favoritism by Nightbot? Nightbot looked at your onlypaths.com and said, hey, or is it because of... No, you did spell out path the same way? Uncle knows some black magic. Maybe. Nightbot took a look at Phil's VIP badge and said, alright, we'll let it slide this time. And look, we've got another candy unicorn coming in, this time uniquely named with Lucky Honey. So we'll go ahead and grab her. And we have Ready Rock. This would make our third rock dragon. We don't need another rock dragon. I don't really want another fire dragon either, so we're just going to refresh our selection. So now we have Mufu Clay, again, another rock, don't want him. Eos Candy. I just got a candy unicorn, and honestly, they look kind of samey to me as the other guys, so I'm not going to grab them. And I don't really want this water dragon either, so it looks like that's it for our dragon, or our creature adoption until next week. Start a lesson with a rock dragon? Well, okay. I've got so many people here now. I really like having the teachers, though. We can train so many people at the same time now. Does Nightbot have a 30-second timeout too? I'll get you yet, Nightbot! Shakes fist angrily at the bot. I mean, you can be as mad as you want at Nightbot. I don't know that Nightbot really has much care, emotion, or attachment to anybody here, chat. Beyond Phil, except for Phil, Nightbot specifically favors Phil. Everybody else, though, Nightbot doesn't care. It's kind of a case of not being really much of a people person, wherein Nightbot just doesn't care about people. Nightbot kind of shrugs their shoulders when it comes to people and says, I care about people that, you know, I prioritize particular favorites, but if you're not in my I like this person group, then you're essentially nothing, and Nightbot will have no issue bullying you, being mean to you, disliking you, pushing you down on the ground, and slapping you across the face. It doesn't care. I'm pretty much now just grabbing people over from the left. I'm like, this is a dragon, this is a unicorn. Skip, this is a dragon, grab the pair. That's pretty much how I'm now just grabbing everyone through. It's the easiest thing to do, honestly. There we go. Full team. I want some more arenas so I can do more lessons at a time. I wonder if I should do another festival and try to do it right this time. I can stick in some more training arenas over here now, though, thanks to the extended area. So what if we just grabbed, you know, maybe new target practice, perhaps? Squeeze it over here in the corner, and then instantly upgrade it for better gem making. And then we also want to attach a path again. Me and Nightbot divorced? Wait, you were married to Nightbot? I didn't know Nightbot dated. Huh. This is news to me. Edmund wants to enroll? Okay. Oh, and Elliot wants to enroll too. Okay. Is the week almost over? It's Friday, so I guess not. It's not gonna be over until it's Sunday or Tuesday. Kaku, you mentioned pushing things and people down in these tangents a lot. Does that mean something? Hurt people! Hurt people! That's what it means! I'm upset. I feel hurt. So I shove people to the ground because I'm hurting. Why do I opt for pushing things over? I think it's because the idea of just running over to someone because you're mad at them and shoving them to the ground is funny to me, I suppose. I think it has more of a comedic element of where you walk over, you think I'm going to get into a fight with you, so here you are kind of squaring up, prepared to block a punch or to deliver a punch to me. Instead, I push you over. But that is the only amount of physical contact I get with you because afterwards I just turn around and I run away because I'm trying to avoid the physical altercation. Avoid any silly behavior. I'm sweating nervously. Okay, we're gonna put in another bar because I have been running out of food pretty frequently at this point. Snack bar number 2. Just gonna squeeze it in right here. And then we'll upgrade it for extra food holding. Why are these heathens not using paths? Fuzzy, that's what we were talking about earlier. Nobody cares about our paths that we put down. They're not even attractively placed, and still they just look and say, eh. You know what we could do, maybe? I point at the none shall pass fence? A rustic style fence to separate areas and decorate your ranch? What if we just put these around all of our paths so that we would force everybody to use them? You think you can just walk around and do what you want? Yeah, well, get halved! Now you can't. Meh. I can't center my fountain right here. I'm going to knock down... Wait, can I? Oh. Hang on, I'm considering here. I think what I want to do is I want to pull up the demolish option. Then we're going to destroy these. And then we can place down a fountain, nicely centered, big fancy fountain, just like so. I know it's not vertically centered, but now the amount that's, what, off by a single square? Hang on, I'm squinting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's beautiful. And then we will build a path, or rebuild path on this side. What are you doing? Why is it looping to the left like that? Is it because this guy standing right here is making the path building mechanic all weird? What's happening there? I don't know, but there we go. Everything's fine now, at least. Walks in, shoves everyone to the ground, doesn't elaborate, leaves. Yeah, comedy! Oh no, I'm on the ground now, why don't you join me? Going down to make some snow angels! I want to do that too! I throw myself onto the snow-covered ground and I start waving my... Oof, I just whacked my mic piece. I start waving my arms around frantically. I'm making snow angels now. Whee! Ooh, huge increase on profits right there. Whacked the mic. Ooh, it's done. Mike? Mike, are you okay? The mic got up and left for a second there. It didn't like being damaged like that. It was upset. It died for a little bit, and now it's returned though. Don't worry, chat. Hopefully everything continues to go smoothly for the mic now, as long as I don't accidentally hit it again. Oh dear. I love how creature happiness went down, the profits rose. Wait. Oh, I guess I can't re-pull that back up. You know what it probably is because I do a bunch of lessons. Working, putting in effort. I shouldn't say putting in effort, but doing work, doing the jobs, teaching the lessons, it decreases the animal happiness. But it's also how I can make a bunch of gemstones. So when they get sad from having to do lessons, we also make more money. Caco got an abusive relationship with Mike. Doesn't everybody? Raise your hand if you don't abuse your mic. I think we're probably all mic abusers in chat, right? I'm also going to put down some rosy flower beds around my fountain so it's really pretty. Look at that. Profits? Yeah. Worker satisfaction? Not want that. The poor thing is abandoned. Your microphone? Abusing it via neglect? Well, you need to make sure you give your mic proper attention, or it's gonna feel unloved, uncared for. I'm going to now use a rustic bench rather than a relaxing bench. A bench to add some rustic charm to my ranch. Look at that. Oh, it's so charming. My mic is in my laptop. We are in an open relationship. Consider then, alternatively, if you have a phone, your phone also has a mic. So that means you have 2 mics, and I suppose that's why you would be in an open relationship, huh? Which means I have my main mic for stream here. I have a phone which has a mic, and then I have my separate little lapel mic as well. My little lavalier mic. My lav mic. Which means 3. And Sir Peacemaker, hello! Weren't you here at the start too? I guess since you're back, welcome back. Man, I have not gotten any wind dragons. What the hell? Oh, May Dawn! I know I already have a celestial unicorn, but look at her. I love her mane. I wasn't? Well, then maybe I'm just thinking of yesterday then. Sir Peacemaker, hello, hi, noble my dear. That was the first thing he said today in chat log. Then I am just thinking of yesterday. Off topic, if your mic was made out of your most favorite sweet, how long would it take you to just bite a chunk out of it? Okay, this is going to be way more variable than you realize it is, because if you said your favorite candy, your favorite sweet, was a gummy lifesaver, you're going to have a much easier time biting a chunk out of it than somebody who says, yes, my favorite sweet is a jawbreaker. Who's gonna manage to actually bite a chunk out of their mic? I'm now getting made on, because I love them. No, wait. Oh! I didn't mean to instantly grab Mufu, but I guess that now we've got a second Mufu. Where are they? Mufu Aqua, who also gives us more gems, who is also really pretty. I love the little swirl they've got next to their eye there. How is it we've only managed to get shiny dragons? Where are my shiny unicorns? Is this creature favoritism on the part of my video game? This isn't fair. May Dong, oh Dawn. And here you were earlier complaining about my PP path, and you're saying May Dong? I put my hands on my hips, and I lift up one hand, and I wiggle my finger at you. I do need more staff members still, don't I? What is this graduation cap? Staff members who wear this badge reduce the risk of silly behavior during activities by half. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I care about the taskmasters. I'd rather have a higher risk of silly behavior and have more creatures be taught at the same time with these teachers. So I'm grabbing Savannah. But I guess we could... Okay, Molly and Pierre both have the required haircut. Suppose I'll take one of them. I like Molly's pink hair. We'll go ahead and take Molly. If these gems are the local currency, why don't you just mine the ginormous gems on your property? Well, if you mean these ones in particular, the Shimashine gems, I put those specifically there in order to look impressive to my neighbors. That way my neighbors would be jealous of me. So I'm going to say that's the same reason why I don't mind these huge ones either, is because I want to make my neighbors jealous. So that they will look over and say, damn, my gemstone isn't that big, as I flaunt the size of my gem. I say, huh, my gemstone's bigger than your gemstones. Jealous? And if I mine them, that will make them smaller. I can't have smaller gemstone. Alright. Back over here to training. Hola, Tupaka! Hello to you too! Hi, welcome! Jealousy or advertising? Oh, that's a good point as well. It adds a two-layer where I make my neighbors who also have ranches jealous, but to anyone visiting, it makes them want to apply and be an employee here. Not employee, sorry. Be a student here at my ranch. You know, take up a dorm. Come on in. Don't you think my giant gem is cool and impressive and make you think that I've got a very high quality ranch? Yes, come on in, come on in. Make false advertisement for company gain? Hey, I'm down for lying. Me, Rancher Caco? Yeah, I approve of lying. If you have an opportunity to lie where you will get personal gain, go for it. Endorsed by me. Slap my stamp of approval. Approval? What am I? Am I a child? Am I little? Hi! I love lying. You get my approval today. Yay! You the Caco Golden Star of Approval. My stamp of approval. God dang it. I'm actually a veteran that fought three world wars, by the way. What? 3 of them? But we haven't even hit our 3rd world war yet. And yet you got... Damn! That must mean Tupac is also a time traveler? Do you get an official time traveler? 5 of them? Holy hell, Tupac! Incredibly impressive. You got so much battle experience now? This makes Tupac cooler. Make sure you respect Tupac today. What is it? Defending our nation? Showing them that we're the coolest via war and combat? Everybody loves war. I'm a big war proponent over here. War and Caco, like 2 peas in a pod. I don't know if we should trust Tupac. He doesn't even have 1 badge. You know, Skinny Hun, I think you're right. Can we trust someone that has 0 badges? I'm not sure. Ruby has earned a badge. Look, even Ruby over here has 1 badge. Tupac? Not even that. Yeah, because I'm a spy. Duh. Is it? Oh, so you've taken off all of your badges in order to sneak around? Adopt a unicorn. I can't. I guess I can refresh my selection, though. And Skinny Hun, thank you for gifting a sub to Tupac. Look at that. Oh, now they're a double spy. You are working for us now, son. Hell yeah. Now, you've also... Oh, while your name is red right here, and now, for the time being, first sub-month badge is also red, so now it matches. So now look at that. I have to say, some of my favorite badges are the early month ones, because it's so teeny tiny. What if I did the opposite? What if I took my giant hearts and put them up for the initial sub time, but then the longer you are subscribed to the channel, the smaller it gets? That'd be sad! Love shrinking over time. Or is it because you're shrinking over time too? Don't, please! I like red! Well, you're only going to get that for a month. Now, I'm looking at the adopt options, and it said, please adopt a unicorn! And I already have a country unicorn, but I don't have a wind dragon, who is the top option here. So I think I'm actually gonna grab Dumar Blizzard. So I guess I'm actually adopting that one instead. I could grab some more animals, though. I guess I'll go ahead. That way I can adopt that Mary Mushroom as well, because I did like how they looked anyway. We just, 1, 2, 3... However, I also will need to have another tiny tack room. Can I squeeze this in right here? Yes. Very sneaky up there in the corner. Also upgraded now. Then we're going to upgrade all of our new stables as well. There we go. And then we hire Mary. There we go. Lovely and wonderful. I feel like I need more cleaners. I don't have a lot of cleaners around here. He's a commie too. Is it because he's red? Slowly turning into a bunch of Grinches? Yeah, I guess if your heart is shrinking. Oh, jeez. Nope. Food. Food time. I have grown a strong resentment to others' happiness these few months. Maybe we should have the hearts shrink as everybody starts squinting at each other, frowning, becoming incredibly distrustful and unhappy. Alright, we throw more people out. When I have the time increased, it's kind of funny how quickly these lessons are actually completed. I can really have these almost continuously running at all times. It's kind of wild. Oh, Jimbo. Hi, hello, welcome. Distant Caco, more like distant wacko! I don't even know if it's worth saying anything now. Here earlier, when I took a bathroom break and I got back, people got up and left. They said, oh, Caco's back again, and turned around and just walked away. And now Jimbo's walking in here, arms crossed, smug expression on their face, as they just wiggle their eyebrows and say, hey, distant wacko, patting themselves on the back for that complete destruction of my spirit. As Shy Guy turns around, not because he wants to support me and to say, hey, I'm glad you're here, streamer. I love watching your content. No. It's because Shy Guy hears the rain falling, hears my tears and me crying, and he says, ah yes, this is why I love watching streamer. My favorite streamer content is when they cry. I love the rain. Are you ready for the surprise, Shy Guy? That's not rain. That's the sound of my tears falling. That's how much I'm crying. Pee! This is worse. This is the worst alternative. I'm cutting off the stream. Oops. Just answered with oops. Are you frying chicken? Quickly, in order to create a rain sound effect, which I try to also pass off as my tears, by the way. I just started frying some chicken at the side here, right? What the hell? I need more people here at my ranch because everybody's learning now and I still have some creatures available. I can't even fill it all up. It was actually dandruff falling from Caco's head! Can we have it all of the above? My dandruff is falling down into me frying chicken, so it's getting dandruffed, you know, extra seasoning and all. Sure, Cassandra, you can come and roll. As my tears are also falling down into the frying chicken, adding in a little extra sizzle sound effect. All professional streamers have an air fryer nearby in case of any emergency Foley work is needed. True. This is accurate. All streamers always have a bunch of random stuff around on their desk for the explicit purpose of Foley work. Not because they're lazy or, you know, a little untidy and they say, I'll clean this up eventually. No. It's all there for Foley work. Don't let the streamers deceive you. If you say, hey, do you have a plate on your desk right now? They'll say, no, of course not. They do. They keep it there for Foley. Start a lesson with the Wind Dragon? You got it. Anytime. Where's my Wind Dragon boy? Ah-ha-ha! There you are, Dumar Blizzard. Dumar Blizzard? Doom Hour. The blizzard that is in our world. I look over at the company. Should be doomed. Destroy them. Grab them and throw them into the pits until they learn to behave and treat people better. And then we can let them out. Alright. Buck has a literal pile of La Croix cans and water bottles for Foley work and nothing else. Yeah, it's definitely why he leaves them piling up. As I said, Foley work. I fucking love this guy. The Skeleton Run. Tupaka, have you seen the Deadass emote? Because that one is excellent too. You should get a little gander over to Deadass because, yeah, he wants you to look over at him. Deadass, if he didn't have just a skull, would be giving you a nice little wink over there. Oh no! Tupaka runs over excited towards Deadass and then sees him and is like, oh, yeah, maybe not. No! Pekka, come back! Me when I accidentally drop my bones in your DMs. What up, baby? God dang it, Gray. Gray, please. I like Finley. I posted what I was referencing regarding frying chicken and tainted. Well, now I have to take a little peek over at the end of the stream. Wait, did Phil just... I like the idea that Willie's commenting on what Phil has posted here, and is just saying, well, he just posted bones and that's it. I guess I slipped my disc into your heart. Wait, you slipped a disc? No, we need to get you to the doctor now. Oh no, grab them. And Goblin, there he is. Goblin, I'm waving. Goblin, hi Goblin, welcome Goblin. It's our good boy, finally here. Napping too long, but that's okay. You're here now, Goblin. Welcome. Oh, and we've also got a badge on Camilla now. Good at doing target practice. That means you're fresh and rested for Mob Psycho later. Yeah, now you won't fall asleep during Mob, right? Edmund wants to enroll? Sure. Oh, and look, they've also got now Dressage. It seems like the badges that everybody unlocks are just, I'm good at Dressage, I'm good at target practice, and that's about it. Simple tournament. We're doing Dressage right now, so I guess we'll take Hannah. And then we want someone else's Dressage. Which we've got Cassandra. And then Chipper Dawn. And there we go. And since it's a new week now, we can take a peek at our animals. We've got Typer Drop, Eos Lollipop, and Dai's Eye Rain. Boring. Refresh. Hazel Leaf, Lucky Jam, Rythel Fire. Boring. I don't want any of them. I leave, and we'll wait for next week. How are we looking for our staff members, then? No! Oh, never mind. I was going to grab Amir, but Amir does not have the staff required haircut, so we're not going to take Amir. We will take Zoe, though. because both a teacher and the nice proper haircut, we grab them. We will then refresh our selection. Miles, we grab them. Come on in, Miles. Can have one more student, 3 more animals. Sorry, 1 more staff member, 3 more students, and 3 more animals. We need 1 more staff member, though, in order to complete our objective down there. So maybe we'll go ahead and just do another refresh selection so we can get the proper hair between Dominic and Lucy. I already have a bunch of people now that are teachers. I think more than we have for arenas we can teach at. So I'll take Dominic, thank you. Give him that PhD hat. Circus arena? Wait, we're gonna be training clowns over here now? Gonna complete circus lessons? Gonna have a couple of silly people that we're training to be specifically silly? We want the wacky antics now? Well, if you say so. It doesn't fit in very well over here. We'll squeeze it in somewhere. Let's see. Right there? Now let's put it right there. I like that position better. And then you can just squeeze over on the left to get further down. Caco killing people in 4K. No, that's me pinching people's cheeks. Happy, they're so cute. The clown farming has begun. Yeah. Back from the tournament, we win. Of course we won. Why would we lose? Where's my path? There. Whoop. Does that mean we're going to be able to get creatures and staff members who will be able to have a badge in the circus? Who wants to get some circus lessons first? Alex, come here. Come over here and train with Anja. With one of our animals that actually doesn't have that next badge yet. I'm ready for some clowns around here now. Need a couple of clown boys. Need a couple of clown people around here. And this is what you get for making that stupid joke! As I just grab their cheeks and like shaking them around aggressively. Hello, Caco, my old friend. I've come to watch your stream again because of a vision of you weeping left mean messages while you were pee-peeing, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of Ed's. Wait, Caco, that's a song reference, is it? Simon and Garfunkel? That would be why I don't recognize it. I guess I don't recognize the... Or, no, it's the Hello Darkness, my old friend, isn't it? Hello, Caco, my old friend. I've come to watch your... I think I only recognize or know the... Hello, darkness, my old friend. And I'm not sure. I think I maybe have only heard the actual song one time, but otherwise I've only heard that chorus part of Hello, darkness, my old friend. Now I feel like I'm gonna have to take the time after stream to properly listen to it. Well... Why does it feel like I have so... How many... Unicorn? What is my ratio on dragons to unicorns here? I'm gonna have to check. I think I also really want my candy dragon to now be good at clowning, because I feel like a sweets dragon is going to be most fitting down. What the hell? Dash pedal. You goddamn little goober. Think you just can be over here putting yourself around outside of another one. Where are you? You think you can be silly like this too? Just looking up at the stars that are circling around your head? You have to stop. Do not... Except I feel like being silly should be permitted if they're doing some clown training over here, but whatever. More lessons, more money for me. Discord music stream win? You know, 2 points here is that Discord streaming does now have the YouTube watch parties with their activity feature that they had added in. Now allowing you to watch YouTube together. You could use that then. You grab yourself, you grab someone else, you put yourself together, you go into the voice call together, you start up the YouTube activity, and then you can listen to music. If I was to do an activity, it'd just be Civ Gunner. I mean, hey, that's still a little music watch party. Or I guess it would be listen party at that point, unless you're doing music videos. Okay, one more pair. Elliot, Unicorn with May Dawn. Start. I feel so wealthy now having 5k gems up here. Time for me to make everyone listen to my sick and twisted music taste. Jimbo slides in the YouTube CD, starts playing. I'm walking on sunshine, whoa, and it's gonna feel good. Sick and twisted. I bet Wormy would like doing a... I guess I don't know if she likes necessarily, specifically, going into a VC for listening to stuff. I have no idea there, but I know she likes to post a lot of music things, so wonder if she would enjoy one. Wirus, hello, welcome! Encore. Sorry, my singing sessions are incredibly exclusive. No encore. I turn and I walk off the stage, flipping my hair as I go. I forgot that I'm enrolling in a tournament here and not lessons. Let me redo my duo pair. We're doing dressage, so we want dressage person with a dressage creature. Right there. Now go. Which means I also probably should have grabbed a dressage staff member for that too, but too late, I suppose. OG Gundam OP is good That's a war song? The one I'm doing? Any sort of carnival music, or music that you associate with a carnival, I would say is war music. It is, yes! Imagine if you went and watched a war movie, and then the battle scene started. There starts up the action sequence, and there it goes. Like, actually, not kidding. What was it? I think I had listened or watched something about that too, where they were talking about different musical. No! Wasn't it from fucking Trombone Champ where they made that note? How the... you had that song selection in one of the carnival songs made that? Yes. Thank you, Trombone Champ. Where every fact they give you is 100% real, not fake. Wait, oop, I think that was a bad pair. Esteban likes unicorns. We need unicorn pair. Mary Mushroom, down here at the bottom. Often getting neglected because they're at the bottom of the list. I have so many more dragons compared to everything else. Start. Oh yeah, I guess you should really be picturing it like a trombone, if we're talking trombone, Champa. I don't think I can quite do a duck quack well enough like that to make it that carnival sound music. Zanab wants to enroll, alright. Thanksgiving is just limp Christmas. Well, I guess that depends on if you celebrate Christmas or not. That scared me. That was a duck or dolphin with a cold. Either way, back from the tournament, we win again. Now, who's acting silly over here? Oh, it's the scarecrow. Stop it. Or do you suppose that was actually one of my creatures here that zapped it and caused the scarecrow to come to life? And all of this time, I thought it was the scarecrow itself being silly when that hasn't been the case? Interesting idea to consider. Ooh, we've got a lot of people getting badges this time. Julius Fuckick. Again, I remember that's not the way you say his name. That's how I'm gonna say it anyway. Entry of the Gladiators. Imagine making a war marching song as your life's work, and everyone remembers it as the fucking clown song. Except it also totally ruins the connotation because you're so used to it being associated with the carnival that the idea of a bunch of gladiators walking into the gladiatorial combat to fight there, and it's just God dang it. It adds a completely different spin on things in such a case. You like unicorns? You're going in here with Lucky Honey then, babe. And Laurent, you're going in here with No, not Dash Petal. They've already got some. So does Ruby Boo. May Dawn doesn't, though, so why don't you go in there with her? Same with you, Edmund. You can go in here with Paint Sparks. I like the idea of Sparks being a clown dragon too, you know, like fireworks they're shooting off for that circus performance. I think that's fitting. That's fitting. And then Eevee and Mufu? Yeah. We go in there. Alright, chat. I gotta run a few errands. I'll peep y'all later. Alright, bye. Farewell. Thanks for watching. And you know what? Wonder what point at we unlock the renowned tournaments. Regardless, I think I have gotten my fill of my fantastic ranch now. Pretty simple, especially when you are on this fast forward speed where you can pretty much just constantly be clicking through and throwing people into the arenas to be learning. This game is obviously very simple mechanically. It almost reminds me of the My Farm Story or the Farm Story, whatever game that I had played with Petri a while back, where it was a lot lighter on the farming elements, except this obviously is in a pulled away, you know, God perspective over here, so on. But, you know, it played fine. I would say the main issue with My Fantastic Ranch is that it's just a little bit on the shallow side. Not very content depth, not a lot of content variety. It generally feels like it is either made to be something like a mobile game, where if we were playing this on a mobile device, we would be placing these building downs and then tapping and hiring and bringing things in, and then we would be waiting for things to finish and complete, and maybe using some gems in order to unlock stuff. And hey, if you go ahead and use real cash world money, cash cha-ching, then you can go ahead and buy yourself some more gemstones to spend and decorate everything up more. I don't know, that's just what it kind of feels like. It does feel like it has a general aimed at more of a younger demographic, but honestly, overall, it feels like it's pretty well polished, put together. Haven't really had a ton of, say, bugs beyond that first one we came across towards the start of the stream. But the mechanics are fine otherwise. Solid, looks okay. It's even has voice acting for its fairy character, so I'd say it's pretty alright. Perhaps the game is too silly. Or is it not silly enough? Maybe we need more silly behaviors happening, huh? Regardless. Chat. Oh! As Gritty's just coming in, I'm sorry, Gritty. I'm ending now. Flip Domingo. Hello. Welcome to the end. Now it's our turn to raid someone. Don't worry, people from Gritty's stream and Gritty. Gritty, I hope your stream went well. Hope it was enjoyable. And now I'm going to send you then to someone else. That way you're not just sent over here and then abandoned by me. That should have been muted. Oops. Lava Slug, who was here earlier, is currently playing Stardew Valley. Which, again, make sure you are respectful to her. You're nice, you're friendly. I can't really say you're welcoming because we're going to her stream, so it's more of a make sure you behave, be respectful. Why did I say it with a B again? Be respectful, chat. Thank you for everybody who was here watching today. Thank you for all of the resubscriptions. Thank you again for the follow. And thank you, Gritty, for the raid. Lovely. Love ya. Smile. Wave. I hope you all have a lovely day, chat. As I hit enter on the raid and, actually click it. Bye, everybody. Bye, bye, bye. But now we have to wait for a moment before the raid's ready. There it is. Bye!